What are you going to do?
I'm so excited. We have 2 weeks off. What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. I guess I'll just stay home. Maybe I'll hang out with my friends and watch some movies. What about you? Any plans?
Yeah, I'm going to relax at the beach with my cousin. We're going to go surfing every day. And my cousin likes to fish, so maybe we'll go fishing one day.
Sounds like fun.
Say, why don't you come with us?
Do you mean it? I'd love to. I'll bring my surfboard.
That's great. The more the merrier.
By the way, where are we going to stay?
Oh, we can stay at my aunt and uncle's beach house. They have plenty of room, and I'm sure they'll be happy to have guests. I'll call in tonight to let them know what time we're going to arrive. I guess we'll leave pretty early. There's a direct bus every morning at 5 a.m.
That's fine with me. I think I'll be too excited to sleep.
Tourist tips.
What should people do to make their visit to New York City safe and pleasant?
Don't try to do too much in a short time. That's very important. You should start planning before you get here. You ought to decide in advance which sites you most want to see.
Are there any good tours available?
Oh, yes, there are many. Some companies offer bus tours that stop at all the major tourist attractions. You can buy a pass so you can get on and off wherever you like. That saves you time. And you should visit our website to find out about the latest tours and special events.
I see. And is New York a safe city for visitors?
It's safer than many cities in the world. But just like in any big city, you should still be careful. For example, don't go off on your own, especially at night. And never carry much cash on you. Oh, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Even American visitors have to ask for help when they come here. You'll find that New Yorkers are pretty friendly. They like welcoming visitors to their city and are happy to give directions.
One last thing. Is it an expensive city to visit?
It can be, but there are a lot of places in the city where you don't have to spend a lot of money. If you're a student, you should bring your student ID card with you. That way, you can get a discount at museums and galleries.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, just that most people have a great time when they come to New York, and I'm sure you will too.
Turn down the TV.
Jason, turn down the TV, please.
Oh, but this is my favorite program.
I know, but it's very loud.
Okay, I'll turn it down.
That's better. Thanks.
Lisa, please pick up your things. They're all over the floor.
In a minute, Mom. I'm on the phone.
All right, but do it as soon as you hang up.
Okay, no problem.
Were we like this when we were kids?
Definitely.
Family life.
Welcome to this week's program, Do Men Have It Easy?, where we'll take a look at the roles and responsibilities of men and women in families. First, thanks to all of you who responded to our survey. John?
Thanks, Jennifer. Later on in the program, we'll be taking your phone calls and talking to Dr. Walters, a family psychologist, who will answer your questions. And now for the results of the survey. Jennifer?
Well, in response to the first question, who is the messiest person in the house? The answer was boys. 92% of you said that your sons or brothers don't help much around the house. They don't pick up their things, don't hang up their clothes, and leave their clothes lying around.
Interesting. And what about the second question, Jennifer? That was, who does most of the work in the kitchen?
Well, 84% of you answered women. Many of you also explained that the boys and men usually take out the garbage. The girls and women tend to cook, do the dishes, and clean up.
And what about the groceries, Jennifer?
Well, according to our results, boys and girls usually put the groceries away.
That's surprising. So what else do the women do?
Well, that's our next question. Who worries most about expenses? In the majority of homes, it seems that women worry most about household expenses. One young man wrote to us saying, "My mother always nags me and my sister. She tells us to get off the phone, to stop spending so long on the computer, to turn off the TV. Well, everything, really. I always thought she just liked to nag, but maybe she's really worried about money." I think that's probably true. Don't you, John?
Yes, very interesting. And now I'd like to introduce Dr. Walters.
Offline and proud of it.
We've all heard stories about how internet use is growing. Today, however, we're talking with someone who has studied people who don't use the internet. Let's welcome Dr. Tom Van Cleve to the program.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Thanks for coming. Now, I understand that many people still don't use the internet. Is that right? What can you tell us?
That's right. My research has revealed that in the United States, for example, about 22% of the population never uses the internet.
And why is that?
Well, they tend to be older people or people living in more rural areas. But there are also those who worry about privacy or who think that the internet isn't necessary in their lives. Some of these people are even proud to be independent from the online world.
Interesting. In your new book, you mention net evaders. Can you explain what you mean by this?
Well, lots of people live with someone who browses websites, but they still don't log on themselves. I call this group net evaders. I found that these people may ask a family member to send emails for them, for example, but they don't want to do it themselves.
I know someone like that.
Yes, and then there's another group of people I call internet dropouts.
Internet dropouts? What exactly does that mean?
It refers to people who once used the internet but have stopped using it for some reason. They may not have a computer anymore, may not have enough time, or simply may not be interested.
I see. Well, thanks very much for sharing that information with us, Dr. Van Cleve.
I give up.
I give up. I can't figure this out.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to create a song playlist for my party on Saturday.
I can help. It's really easy. First, choose New Playlist from the menu.
Here? Oh, I see.
Now type in the name of your playlist. Then go to your song file and choose the ones you want.
But how do I choose the songs?
Just drag them to the playlist. Be sure to press these keys to highlight more than one song.
That was easy. Thanks. So are you coming on Saturday?
Of course, but don't forget to include my favorite songs on your playlist, okay?
Say, before you go, can you help me with something else?
Sure, but I only have a minute.
Okay, quickly. I'd like to edit a video I took. It's too long, and I want to post it online for my friends to see.
Well, I know you need to open your editing program first.
Okay.
And then... Sorry, I'm not sure. Try to get the answers from the help box. That's what I always do.
Wedding day.
Your wedding pictures are really beautiful, Emiko.
Thank you. Those pictures are from right after the ceremony.
Where was the ceremony?
At a shrine. When people get married in Japan, they sometimes have the ceremony at a shrine.
That's interesting. Were there a lot of people there?
Well, usually only family members and close friends go to the ceremony. But afterward, we had a reception with family and friends.
So, what are receptions like in Japan?
There's a big dinner, and after the meal, the guests give speeches or sing songs.
It sounds like fun.
It really is. And then, before the guests leave, the bride and groom give them presents.
The guests get presents?
Yes, and the guests give money to the bride and groom.
I'm curious. What did you and your husband give everyone?
Well, sugar is a symbol of happiness in Japan, so we gave each guest a box filled with sweets.
What a nice custom. It sounds like it was a wonderful day.
Oh, it really was.